Yes, 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 yes. All black everything. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Tell a friend. We are back with the series we've been lied to slash. Did you know? Getting back into the power of now. That's all we got is now. Like, share, subscribe, and thumbs up. Like hitchhiking. Let's go. Let's get into it. Right where we left off, talking about the mind and how we gotta let go of the identification with it. And the young man asks, he says, I don't, well, makes a statement. I don't want to lose my ability to analyze and discriminate. I wouldn't mind learning to think more clearly in a more focused way, but I don't want to lose my mind. The gift of thought is the most precious thing we have. Without it, we would just be another species of animal. Excuse me. The predominance of mind is no more than a stage in the evolution of consciousness. We need to go on to the next stage now as a matter of urgency. Otherwise we will be destroyed by the mind, which has grown into a monster. I will talk about this more in detail later. Thinking and consciousness are not synonymous. Thinking is only a small aspect of consciousness. Thought can exist without consciousness, but consciousness does not need thought. Enlightenment means rising above thought, not falling back to a level below thought, the level of an animal or a plant. In the enlightened state, you still use your thinking mind when needed, but in a much more focused and effective way than before. You use it mostly for practical purposes, but you are free of the involuntary inter- internal dialogue, and there is inner stillness. You gotta learn how to quiet that inside mind. When you do use your mind, and particularly when a creative solution is needed, you oscillate every few minutes or so between thought and stillness, between mind and no mind. No mind is consciousness without thought. Only in that way is it possible to think creatively, because only in that way does thought have any real power. Thought alone, when it is no longer connected with the much vaster realm of consciousness, quickly becomes barren, insane, and destructive. The mind is essentially a survival machine, a tactical defense against other minds, gathering, storing, and analyzing information. This is what it is good at, but it is not good at all creative. But it is not at all creative, excuse me. All true artists, whether they know it or not, create from a place of no mind, from inner stillness. The mind then gives form to the creative impulse or insight. Even the great scientists have reported that their creative breakthroughs came at a time of mental quietude. The surprising result of a nationwide inquiry among America's most eminent mathematicians, including Einstein, to find out their working methods was that thinking plays only a subordinate part in the brief, decisive phase of the creative act itself. So I would say that the simple reason why the majority of scientists are not creative is not because they don't know how to think, but because they don't know how to stop thinking. It wasn't through the mind, through thinking, that the miracle that is life on earth or your body was created and is being sustained. There is clearly an intelligence at work that is far greater beyond the mind. How can a single human cell measuring 1/1000th of an inch in diameter contain instructions within its DNA that would fill 1,000 books of 600 pages each? The more we learn about the workings of the body, the more we realize just how vast an intelligence at work within it and how little we know. When the mind reconnects with that, it becomes a most wonderful tool. It then serves something greater than itself. Emotion, the body's reaction to your mind. What about emotions? I get caught up in my emotions more than I do in my mind. Mind, in the way I use the word, is not just thought. It includes your emotions as well as all unconscious mental, emotional, reactive patterns. Emotion arises at the place where mind and body meet. It is the body's reaction to your mind, or you might say a reflection of your mind in the body. For example, an attack thought or a hostile thought will create a buildup of energy in the body that we call anger. The body is getting ready to fight. The thought that you are being threatened physically or psychologically causes the body to contract, and this is the physical side of what we call fear. Research has shown that strong emotions even cause changes in the biochemistry of the body. These biochemical changes represent the physical or material aspects of the emotion. Of course, you are not usually conscious of all your thought patterns, and it is often only through watching your emotions that you can bring them into awareness. Work on your breathing and deep breaths. Yes, yes, yes. The more you are identified with your thinking, your likes, your dislikes, judgments, and interpretations, which is to say, the less present you are as the watching consciousness, the stronger the emotional energy charge will be, whether you are aware of it or not. If you cannot feel your emotions, if you are cut off from them, you will eventually experience them on a purely physical level as a physical problem or a symptom. A great deal of this has been written about in recent years, so we don't need to go into it here. A strong unconscious emotional pattern may even manifest as an external event that appears to just happen to you. For example, I observed that people who carry a lot of anger inside without being aware of it and without expressing it in a more like are more likely to be attacked verbally or even physically by other angry people, and often for no apparent reason. They have a strong emanation of anger that certain people pick up subliminally, and that triggers their own latent anger. If you have difficulty feeling your emotions, start by focusing your attention on the inner energy field of your body. Feel the body from within. This will put you in a touch with your emotions. We will explore this in more detail later. I think we're going to leave it right there. Yes, indeed. So learn how to feel them emotions. Get into the presence right now. Learn how to let go of that anger so you don't get it built up. Keep it built up and allow, those attacks from strangers because they're angry too. Let it go. The power of now. Yes, indeed. It's getting deep. Peace and love. All black everything. Think it's flight. Big change, many streams. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Let's get it going, y'all. Peace and love. Yeah. Get it through the algorithms. We growing.